ain't nothing that you owe me. When I touch the stage, you can't hold me down. When I get rowdy, you gon' know me. Okay, in the fast lane, you can't slow me down. When I speed up, swinging around the city, you might see us. Got me feeling like the man, I'm a phenom. And I don't think they understand, I'm feeling free. Being what I wanna be, ain't no one controlling me, no. I know that's something they don't like to see now. You can take a seat, I'll take the lead now. Freedom ain't a thing that comes cheap, but I'd rather pay the fee if I know I won't be
bound by these chains. You couldn't hold me back. Doing what I want, you couldn't stop me. And if freedom calls, you gotta steal that phone. It's perfect, just a hill gun road.
No work, no pack, got the path I chose. No click, no pack, my actions can't be controlled. I'm not on any course, I'm like an open court. What am I fighting for? Freedom and open doors. I must speak on how I'm feeling and I'll stick to my word. Once I started, ain't no stopping, see my vision not blurred. Know that I'ma raise the ceiling when nobody gets turned. I'm not just a punk, that's cause ain't no one controlling me now.
I know that's something they don't like to see now. You can take a seat, I'll take a lead now. Freedom ain't a thing that comes cheap, but I'd rather pay the fee if I know I won't be
Bound by these chains, you couldn't hold me back. Doing what I want, you couldn't stop me. And if freedom calls, you gotta steal that phone. It's perfect, just a hill gone rogue.
I'm just a hero going rogue. I'm just doing what I want. I ain't bounded by your rules. I ain't following your code. Ain't no one controlling me now. I know that's something they don't like to see now. You can take a seat, I'll take a lead now. Freedom ain't a thing that comes cheap, but I'd rather pay the fee if I know I won't be
Bound by these chains, you couldn't hold me back. Doing what I want, you couldn't stop me. And if freedom calls, you gotta steal that phone. It's perfect, just a hill gone rogue.
Storm coming, I can see it, but I'm not afraid of the rain. I've been beaten, I've been battered, but I'm not afraid of the pain. When it's all said and done, bet you gon' remember the name. Got the city on my back every time I move with the game. Ready for war, if I take an L, then I settle the score. Weight on my shoulders was heavy, of course, but that weight was my way to be ready for more. My life was just knocking me down, but I know I can't stay on the floor. I got a tiger that's hiding inside of me, now it's just ready to roar. It might look bad, but I won't look back. Can't hold me down, can't hold me back. I work too hard, I can't turn back. Broke down these walls, now look where we at. Hey, look where we at. Put in work like I don't know how to rest. Giving my all, never giving them less. They been plotting my fault, I can't give it that I got purpose. Long nights, I would climb heights, got my mind right. Always knew it was worth it. Looking hindsight, you had blind sight, judging me by what you see on the surface. See the team, yeah, we up now. Only way we go is up now. Gotta make a difference, gotta see a change. I done really had enough now. The enemy is getting cut down. All eyes on us now. Used to cry till sundown, now we light it up when we touch down. Storm coming, I can see it, but I'm not afraid of the rain. I've been beaten, I've been battered, but I'm not afraid of the pain. When it's all said and done, bet you gon' remember the name. When it's all said and done, bet you gon' remember the name.
I've been on the web, yeah, way before you could go viral. It's in my nature, you know that I'ma go wild. Shadow boxing, catch me swinging around, dodging all tribulations and the trials. Stay too insidious, rock with my city is, give them an inch and out, they getting mild. Wow.
It might look bad, but I won't look back. Can't hold me down, can't hold me back. I work too hard, I can't turn back. Broke down these walls, now look where we at.
Been illiterate, we don't go by the book, are you serious? If I don't got them shook, they delirious. Built different, man, I feel like the pyramids. You can't compete, I'm elite. My vibe electronic defibrillator, make it clear to them, can't even peek at my peak. If I'm being honest, there ain't a day that I was entering. I feel invincible, walk around and keep my head up. I feel invincible, only cause I'm clearly better. Once people know that I be the GOAT, I will never let up. I believe in hope, sun, sleet, or snow. I rain in any weather.
Storm coming, I can see it, but I'm not afraid of the rain. I've been beaten, I've been battered, but I'm not afraid of the pain. When it's all said and done, bet you gon' remember the name. When it's all said and done, bet you gon' remember the name. What do you see when you're looking at me? I'm not like you, no, no, you're not like me. I think it's getting real now. And it's time we speak. Think it's time we dead this beef. I'm not you and you're not me. I thank God he made us different. Yeah. I thank God he made me different. Yeah, yeah. That's okay, it's not no issue. I just came
2, 1. Oh, that's Sunken Up. That's Drakenheim. We haven't. That's Mad Mage. I'll hit the right one eventually. I have a lot of campaigns. And I need to make a new one for tomorrow.
Peanut butter sandwiches.
So true, gamer. Okay, how's everybody doing today?
Yeah, my
Doing
throat
good.
hurts.
We're
I'm
going
over
great.
here.
I'm also here.
My condolences.
Have a
Hi.
delicious glass of golden apple spice tea. It is very yummy.
Ooh.
I have peach punch, which is just peach juice. Mm.
Oh,
I had
Yeah.
hopes and dreams.
I got
you
called
should
a
have known.
whale.
You should have known better.
I got called a whale today because of how I play Final Fantasy. I was like, I'm a whale, and my buddy goes, yeah, you are, in Final Fantasy 14. I was like, I don't spend that much money. He's like, how long have you been playing the game? I was like, only 10 years.
You spend a lot of money.
No,
I
I
have
did the
no room.
calculation. I did the calculations. It's only been like $1,000 in a decade. That's
It's
not bad.
$15 a month times 12.
No, $13.99 because I use
Times-
entry.
Oh, okay. So it's still like $1,500.
It's 10 years. 10 years. That's not bad for 10 years.
For 10 years, that's not bad.
It's a clean little habit.
I have
Yeah.
I have no room to judge. I
We're not
almost
gonna
paid.
talk about the year that I spent like $400 on Fantasias. We don't talk about that.
Mm-mm.
That's wild. I didn't know that you could spend that much money.
So
In
it
Final
wasn't
Fantasy.
just me. So one of my best friends, she had a Fantasia addiction, and I also had to be part of her addiction because she wanted me to change every time she changed. And she scammed a guy and told him that she would send him nudes for $10. He sent her $10, and then she blocked him, and then bought me a Fantasia with the $10. And I was like, "Where'd you get $10?" She's like, "Don't ask." And then she told me about it later. She's like, he thought I was gonna send him a nude for $10. She's like, "Please, I have standards." I was like, "Oh my god."
What the fuck?
Well,
That's some RuneScape shit right there.
However, shout out to all you sex workers out there. It's an important job. So everybody's all leveled up and everything.
yes. We don't get any of our features until we long rest, right?
Until your long rest, that would be
Okay,
correct.
so I'm just gonna put my new health in parentheses there just in case.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So I did good. I kept my old health.
Fantastic.
You know what's awesome? I don't have to deal with feats at all, but I have to take 2 spells, and I'm.
But you have 2 of them. I'm sorry.
Most people do. So,
You do?
does
You-
anybody remember what happened
Yes.
last session?
Yes, I can. Wait. I'm sorry. What was that?
There's another smoke dog.
Wait. What
I
happened
remem-
last time? Okay, I can do a recap if that's what you were asking.
Sure thing.
All right, time for Sanguine's anime hour.
Previously on Boku no Hero Academia.
Previously on Boku no the Emperor. We finally made it our way out of the Isle, the Isle Brisca war camp, whatever. What would that be called? The encampment. We finally made our way out, and we went back to Raji's town. We went back to their camp, and nobody was around. Not even the innocents. No people, no guards, nobody else. Looks like they all just got up and left. But what we went there for was in the temple. We were in there to find whatever the Black Hearts were looking for, so we went over and we tried to approach the temple. But no one was there. We were smart enough not to go in right away and found out it was trapped again. Alarm spell, once again. So, imitating the dead D, we baited out someone, and that someone was Grix. Grix was yelling, screaming, "D, where have you been?" And I went out to say hi, and he didn't like it. At all. We kind of got into a little bit of a fight over it, and, well, he's dead right now. Fervor's covered in blood. But we got him! Oh, by the way, he looked like he was a paladin this time? Was he always a paladin? And he also summoned another clone, but the clone wasn't really him. It was a white-scaled lizard folk? I don't know. Something seems off. He got some sort of radiant power after telling us that all he wanted to rely on was his own. I guess Grix didn't stick to his word. Well, let's get back into things. Fervor needs a shower.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jordan marked out the inspiration.
I made a new friend.
You did.
Oh yeah, I didn't cover
And,
that again, did I? oh yeah, one last thing. Gluck summoned a demon in the middle of battle, and then Gluck died. Or went down. He got
I
saved. but When he
died?
went down, the demon was released and almost killed us, but I banished him back. We dispelled the magic and the demon was gone. Yeah, Gluck summoned the demon. That must have been something with his new warlock powers. We'll have to get into it later. I'm not very thrilled that he took a warlock back, but we'll work through it. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, fun little thing, because I finally stopped and actually wrote it down. Fervor. After striking down Grix, you noticed a comforting, like, what's the word? Like a comforting sense of approval coming from the gauntlets. They have evolved to tier 2. You have fulfilled your promise to Prophet in breaking the chains wherever you go. And as such, your fable is now trusted instead of cautious. You received a new ability, which I mentioned to you in DMs before, but I will go ahead and read out for the group.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Gauntlets of the Martyr, trusted. Your magic bonus to weapons wielded while wearing these gauntlets increases to a +2. You also gain the following ability. Tempered Fury. Before you make a melee weapon attack with a weapon that you are proficient with, you can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll. The attack hits, you add +10 to the weapon's damage. It is basically just Great Weapon Master. The person who played the character Prophet originally, Great Weapon Master was his shtick. So he is passing that gift along to you.
Let's go. Yeah.
While you were all gathered around the corpse of Grix, the large flaming wolf, not flaming, but it is giving off smoke constantly. Looks between each one of you cautiously. And Glug, you feel something squirming in your backpack.
Tiny? I open my backpack.
As you open the backpack, even just a little crack, Tiny turns into his smoke form and just pours out and begins rushing towards this larger wolf, where he will then seemingly merge with it, becoming one creature.
I'm gonna walk up to the wolf and just take a look. Can I do an insight check and see if this wolf is angry or aggressive?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okie dokie. Inside check.
And I'm just realizing that I had not brought up the music for anybody who wants it. It is now live.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You are also still rolling private.
I did? Fuck, yeah. I got a 13.
Yep, that is a 13. The wolf seems to have its, seems to be, on guard. Its, hackles are raised and it's kind of looking at each of you in turn. But after Tiny kind of forms together with it, you see for a moment that it just kind of stares off into the middle distance, as if thinking. And then it's going to just sit down.
Glug, being innocent as he is, he's gonna try to reach out to pet that wolf.
The wolf will take a step back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to scare you. Glug is gonna take a hand back and.
As it opens its mouth, along with its words, you hear the crackling of flame. I thank you for watching my young, but I would not recommend that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is for your own safety. Those who come into contact with me tend to meet a glorious but short-lived end.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, this is not good. Ferber was hugging that puppy.
Are you saying prolonged contact with you will cause harm to us?
Those that I have an impact on tend to rush towards a dramatic end, in one way or another.
Does that also include contact with your child?
No.
Okay.
The Emberborn, they imprint on whoever they find. I tend to have the opposite effect. Those who are around me become creatures of impulse. They put their own safety aside. Oh, he makes skills. What does that mean?
What do you... Huh?
What does that mean? Please explain yourself. Oh, impulses? Two patrons of gambling, weird.
Oh, that's true. Is this a curse you have?
I wouldn't
Or-
call it a curse. Perhaps
there-
it would be easier for me to show you.
I'm gonna look at the others and see what their thoughts on this are. I'm looking at Oh, Gil's not here.
Nope.
I'm
Still in
looking
the
at.
temple.
I'm looking at.
Are you not coming out?
Oh no, I'm on my way. It's just a long run. Like
Okay.
I am not I am not this elemental creature.
Yeah, that's
I do
fair.
not.
Yeah, it's a couple 100 feet, so you're probably getting there by now. It's not super far.
So it's not a curse. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking at. I guess. I almost said Grix, but because his name is on top of the Steve. But I'm gonna look at Sanguine.
It's a new tattoo. It's a
I'm gonna
tattoo
look
on
at. I'm gonna
shirtless
look at
Steve's head.
Sanguine.
Like,
Oh my
you're looking at
goodness.
me?
I'm looking at you just to see if like you want anyone. Does anyone want to see what this what the wolf wants to show?
Sanguine sees Glug looking at him. Glug? Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I'm Glug is just gonna look back at the wolf and be like, I guess we'd like to see if that's okay.
Just real quick, because I think the Nagi's having stuff going on, so she's muted. She's asking, is a dog an elemental or a spirit? I told her to make a nature or Arcana check or history. She rolled a natural one.
Oh no.
That's a dog.
That is
dog.
a regular ass dog.
Yo, we need to throw some water in the smoking dog, guys.
By the way, Glug was looking at Sand because he isn't sure what decision to make. So
I'm gonna be completely honest, I was hoping that you would restate it. What exactly was the I'm gonna show you something conversation? Because
Glug was asking what the wolf meant by those who come into contact with me meet a glorious but swift end.
Right.
So and then
Wait,
he was
so... Oh, sorry, go for it.
okay, and
This
then
is
yeah,
an asshole.
and then the wolf asked, "It's better to show you what he means rather than tell." So Glug is like, "Oh," looking around to see if anyone's curious, like wants to see as well.
I think Sanguine to that then. In that case, that sounds kind of dangerous. He's gonna lift his hands and goes, "You mean by showing us? You're not going to do it to one of us, are you? Because in that case," and Sanguine's gonna grab Glug and just kind of pull him back beside him.
No, I mean show.
Well, if there's no risk, go ahead.
Okay.
Glug, get back here, I'm moving you.
The wolf takes a few steps away and is like collecting some drier looking like sticks and stuff off of trees and gathering them together. And just going to breathe a little puff of flame onto them. The sticks ignite. And as the flames begin to grow and dance, they stop taking the shape of normal flames and begin to take the shape of something else. You see visions within the smoke and fire. visions of a young woman, probably in her like late teens, probably about 15 or 16, who you see a few flashes of their life, going to school, working at a local store, and then you see flames engulfing what appears to be a home. And in those flames sits this creature, the Ashen Wolf. You see that from that moment onwards, they begin to go down a path of glory rather than putting their own safety first. They become far more ambitious. They start going out on adventures. They start getting greedy. Going for treasure that is clearly in places that are probably trapped. And you see them ultimately meet their end, falling down a pit and landing on spikes. Impaled. These kind of visions, it goes through a few different people. The general sense that you get is those that make a pact or befriend the wolf become creatures of impulse. They begin to put their desires ahead of their own safety. And it will usually end in them dying for whatever they most believe in at a very young age.
So if Glug's main goal to make friends, he would die for his friends.
Yeah.
Which...
Sanguine's leaning forward closer to the fire, watching it, completely mesmerized by this.
Well...
And as it is just cutting between these different people, living out what was normally a life, just a normal, domestic, relaxed, casual life, followed by a life of adventure, glory, and their ultimate demise. The wolf just kind of lays down and whimpers a bit. Each one of them friends. Family. Mine, my pack. Outlived them all.
May I ask, is this something you can't control?
I cannot.
I'm gonna go look at I'm gonna turn to Sandwich and says, I'm gonna turn to Sandwich and say, I really want to be friends with him.
Okay, you're getting awful close to Sandwich again. He's got...
Well,
I heard
Did I-
Santa.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I am okay. My defense, I have a sore throat. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I turn to Sanguine. And I go, I want to be friends with him.
Sanguine is looking into the flames, and as you kind of call out to him, he goes, sorry, Glug, what was that? He was not listening. Oh, sorry, friends. You mean you want to be friends? Well, it's right here. But... no. Go on. Go be friends.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna... Wait, I'm wondering...
Sorry, go for it. I think
Sorry,
oh, go for it.
I'm just wondering, I already made one pact. What happens if I make another?
Yeah, so
Right. Override.
give me just a moment.
What?
So, if you were to attempt to become friends with this creature because you cannot have two warlock pacts, there is another multi-class available. Sorcerer.
Ah.
This creature has its own homebrew sorceress lineage.
Does that mean I take the level 9 I got and turn that into a sorcerer spell slot to sorcerer level? Is that what you're saying?
Probably, yeah.
Wait, what was that about spell slot? Hold on, did I hear that right?
Did I say spell slot? I meant level. So I meant. Sorry, I misspoke. I'm sorry.
I was like,
I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
you gave Glug what? Good lord.
I meant level. The level 9. I'm sorry. I misspoke. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
You're all good.
If you wish to befriend this creature, then you would be able to take this ashen lineage.
I don't know.
Well, hold on. Sanguine's got more to say. If you're walking up to become friends.
Okay, I will hear Sanguine out because this is not something I thought about doing, but I'm gonna. I need to think.
When you ran the idea of turning into a warlock by me, right after you guys had met Tiny, this is what I had originally thought you were going for.
I did, and then you said, "Oh, if you want, you can check these lists of patrons," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me find one." So
yeah.
Sorry, I am back from my adventures in the real world.
Yeah, welcome back.
But if Glug
So-
takes this pact with the big smoky dog, doesn't that fuck up his pact with the crazy teardrop cult?
The Black Hat just explained and said
Not a
it would
cult.
be different. It's not a cult, and it would be different. Where it would be a sorceress lineage for Glug.
No.
should he choose to do that.
But if he chooses to do that, does that then have consequences because he already made a pact with these people in his dream?
Everything
That-
you do has consequences.
Consequences chasing me right now.
Indeed.
So, Sanguine,
No,
as
I
you
was
were
just
approaching...
curious if that
Yeah.
like voided it or not.
Yeah. So Glug, as you step forward, Sanguine kind of looks at the flames, back to the flames, and then back to you, then back to the wolf, the flames to you, and goes, "Hold on, Glug, hold on, before you get hasty." And he's gonna kind of step to the side, put his hand out, block your path. When you say friends, what do you mean here?
Oh, I want to be able to, be able to hang out with him anytime I want, or anytime we're available, at least. Spend time together, we could possibly, play catch, hide and seek. Oh, it'd be really... Yeah?
Are you trying to get another pet?
Yeah. I mean...
Well, Glug. Sanguine takes a step towards Glug and kind of wraps his arms around him and hugs him. Glug, if you do that and you spend all your time with this thing, I'd be
Thing?
really sad.
Oh, wait, oh... I'm not trying, I'm sorry, no, I don't mean to hurt you,
I'm your best friend, Glug.
Yes, you are my best friend.
I'll
By
spend
the
all
way,
that time with you.
if Gil wasn't here before, he's definitely here now.
Good! Watch
I
me
just-
do this! Hey, what's going on, gang? Oh!
Whew, those are some long hallways. Oh,
Hug,
is the
hug.
fight over? Did we win?
Indeed.
Oh,
We won.
The wolf will
Glug is-
just look to the body.
Glug is gonna run to Gil.
Excellent.
Gil, guess what happened?
Sanguine watches as Glug runs off and breaks off from his hug.
I'm sorry.
Little tiny sad hand falling away.
I'm sorry.
This is
No, I
like
feel
the darkest love triangle I've ever seen. Sanguine's just like, that disgusting Gil is back taking my frog away.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
This is fine.
Doesn't want to join the corporation trying to steal all the employees.
Mm-hmm.
It really is just a hostile corporate takeover.
Wait, hold on. Sanguine, are you a scab?
What's a scab?
Well, no, I guess that wouldn't fit in.
A scab is someone who works for less money when there are what you call them?
When there's a strike going on
Yeah,
with
strikes,
like a
but
company,
you'll
like
work anyway, and you'll
Well,
work for less pay.
First off, I want you to unionize. Second off, I work for a non-profit organization church.
So what you're saying is you're the reason that there are scabs because you're trying to cause the protest. So Gil's gonna pay other people less to come take our spots.
also there's no
trying to
reason for a
start it.
union. I'm already taking care of my employees very well, thank you.
I don't know, man. Medical leave is expensive, and I ain't getting
We
paid
cover
for it.
that.
Nagi, I feel there's some severe wording with what you just said, where you said that Gil, the business owner, is not at fault, instead is the fault of those who are striking. That is something that I would like to have you confront, think about, come back, reflect on, and then talk to me in court for defamation, and my lawyers will see you through.
You can't prove shit.
Look, I'm a
Love all
redneck
this.
there, and I don't know nothing about them their goddamn laws.
Anyway. Okay.
But as a side note, while you guys are Ursa and Waltering it up, Sanguine wants to kind of talk to the wolf
What's
now
that?
that Glug's up.
What is that?
Also,
even
I'm
mean?
so sorry for like breaking off Sanguine. I hope...
No, I want you guys be reunioned.
Okay.
Go unionize!
No union.
Look, man,
Unionize with Gil!
Honey just threatened to have Sanguine take Mur's trailer, and I don't know how I feel about this.
This is fine.
This is... Alright. But yeah, I'm just gonna explain what happened with during the battle and how I summoned the giant demon to Gil. But yeah, you can have that conversation with the wolf.
Okay, I'm going over to the wolf and sadly lowering my arm because my boy, my son, my best friend, Glug, he's abandoned me. Just like my brothers.
No.
And I think Sanguine, I guess Sanguine is going to walk over to the wolf, see Fervor approaching, and kind of wave at Fervor, perking up a little bit. Fervor, it looks like you had something take over you too there. I never knew you had it in you two. Well, do that. He turns around, looks at impaled Grix against the wall.
I don't like my friends getting hurt.
And that's what I like about you, Fervor. Good job.
You'll
He
notice,
gives you a thumbs up.
you'll notice when you say, I don't like my friends getting hurt, there is just the ever so slightest tail wag.
Let's go.
Sanguine's gonna really looked back to the body and then look to Fervor. I have some questions to ask about that body, which we may or may not get to, but and goes, oh, by the way, Fervor, could you maybe keep watch? I don't think that alarm was Grix's. So, Wolf.
Indeed.
Sanguine turns to the wolf. When you say people are filled with passion, go off on their own, meet their ends, following the ends of their own means, who gives them that passion? You say it happens. Is it you? Are you inspiring people to do something? You say you don't mean to. It seems like there is a theme here. What do you see?
It's already inside of them. I simply give them the means. Who wouldn't want to see their friends grow to the best they could be?
Sanguine narrows his eyes at that. You're right! I feel the same way. That's what I like to see too. But it doesn't seem like... You're whispering in their ear directly. You say you get into touch with someone, and it just happens. It's involuntary. Are you telling me you tell them to do whatever, to follow their dreams, and then you back out? Because you don't like the cycle that's happening.
I'm sorry, you said that once it starts looking bad, it backs out?
No. I said that it always knows that this inspiration goes bad, but it says that these results that always happen are involuntary. So therefore, they've put the spark to see their dream through by encouraging their friend. But somehow they don't like to see the outcome. So why is it? Is this involuntary, or are you voluntarily not stopping them? Is what I was trying to say.
It would be wrong of me to stand in their way when... Let me try to put it into a way that you may understand. Let's say that someone that you cared deeply about had a goal in mind, but moving towards that goal could end up not working out in the end, and they could end up worse off than they began. You would want to help them try to succeed, would you not?
Well, that's a tough one.
I accompany the members of my pack for as far as I can, but the end destination of their journey is theirs to decide.
Well, I guess we have that in common. Sanguine nods as if, finally understanding that initial metaphor that he didn't quite get. I think I see what you're saying now. So, you're disappointed, not because you inspire people to make an end, but that the people that you inspire don't achieve what they're looking for and end? Is that it?
I'm simply disappointed that they're gone.
So you want to meet someone immortal? Is that it? A forever friend.
That would be nice.
Well, I think you should meet someone with that sort of idea. Meet someone you can inspire to become immortal. In that way, you can always cheer them on. Either they become immortal, or they don't. But ultimately, if they succeed, they'll always be your friend. And if they don't succeed, they'll know that you always had their back in their path that they are following. No matter what, because you want to see them around. That's what I think.
Perhaps. However, those who attain immortality, in my experience, their passions tend to be very self-serving. They usually obsess over just holding on to that life, not living the life that they already have.
Huh. Well, I don't think I understand then.
It is a complicated emotion.
It really is. I guess I just can't understand why you'd be so upset that they're all gone. I mean, you love them, but that love doesn't go away. And you're always finding new people, and you're always moving on. I don't get it. I hope you find someone you can hold on to, though. Glug and Gil conversation!
Just casually waiting for the bomb to drop.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, do you want to meet him?
Yeah, Glug, bring him back. Bring him back.
Oh,
My goodness.
Wait, fuck! I can't actually.
you mean the monkey? Oh, Jesus,
The
I thought you
gorilla,
were talking about the wolf. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. We need to have a conversation about responsible magic usage later
Like-
down the road.
I like to think if it cuts back to the conversation with me and Glug, like I was explaining everything that I was doing. It's like, that's when I broke the cylinders, released the elementals, did a backflip, and skedaddled.
I was watching you guys do your archetyping, and I just imagine Glug with the monkey behind him taking a selfie with his little frog tongue hanging out to send to Gillis as the monkey's just beating the shit out of Grix.
Oh my God. Black Cat, back to the wolf. Sanguine's gonna go. I'm sorry. I don't understand your disappointment with people not following through on their mission. I think that all that matters is that you were there to support them and that you tried. And as for selfish intentions, well, being upset that they didn't succeed, isn't that a little bit selfish?
Again, it's not that they didn't succeed that I'm upset about. It's that they're dead.
Well, if they're dead, they can't really meet anything else. They can't even hit any more goals. Well, I guess we'll agree to disagree. So Sanguine disagreeing with his analysis of his own grief. Steps away.
Goodness.
Did you just attempt to project on an elemental creature of the elemental plane of flame?
No, you don't understand. Sanguine sees into the mind of everything. Sanguine knows what this wolf is feeling.
Projecting.
It's not projecting.
gaslighting.
It's not projecting. Sanguine just understands, so they'll come to their own conclusions, and Sanguine's gonna support them on their emotional journey. So you know what? And to add on to that, if there's anything I can do to help you support other people or find way to get happy, let me know. I'm here to help.
Does Dungeons and Dragons have a therapist perk? Because I think Sanguine deserves the perk.
I think Sanguine would be a wonderful licensed therapist, don't you, Black Cat?
That's
It'd be-
crazy.
It's like AAA. You don't look to a higher power, you look to a fellow.
I think Sanguine would be perfect for Glug's therapist.
I think there would be absolutely nothing wrong with Sanguine as a
I'm
therapist.
just waiting for something to
absolutely.
happen to Glug where he becomes an eldritch horror. And Sanguine's gotta talk him down from his eldritch ways.
Oh, you don't have any idea what I have planned.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't
God,
think you have an
imagine.
idea of that conversation, how that would go down with Sanguine either. They would have to have the talk.
The talk.
The talk.
In a story where Glug, a small frog, tries to find friendship, instead he finds world destruction.
But by the way, Sanguine looks at the wolf and smiles and goes, "Oh, by the way," he points over to where Gil and Glug are talking. That one right there, the short one. And by that I mean the short grog, not the short human. That one's mine. Become
Whoa,
friends
whoa,
with him all
whoa.
you want. But I'm not letting you touch him. Don't inspire him. That's my job, okay? I've got his back.
Did you just lay claims to Glug?
You're.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You kind of did, didn't you?
I wonder if Gil should roll a perception check to see if he heard that.
I mean, I have a passive of 18, so.
Yeah.
I wasn't exactly being stealthy either.
He said, "You see that little one, the grung over there? That's mine."
And he also called Gil short within the same breath.
I mean, I can't argue that he is short, so.
I have a
You see that
passive.
short
The
king over
short
there.
king.
Yeah.
Do I hear about the passive of 17?
I don't
mean-
think that Sanguine's trying to be quiet.
I'm not, but I'll roll a 1d20 to be funny, because what if I roll a 1?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
That's the opposite.
That's not what
So-
I wanted, but I guess, you know what, let's honor it, because that's also funny. Heart of the
Yeah.
cards.
You know what?
So my passive
Sanguine-
doesn't get that, alright.
If you're looking
Sanguine's
over here,
incredibly-
you might be able to... Oh, sorry. You might be able to see me pointing, probably.
Sanguine's incredibly neutral tone gives absolutely no reason to suggest that the conversation may have gone sour, like it appears to have done. You guys are too busy having your own conversation over there. It just doesn't pick it up. It's like knowing that people are talking in the other room, but not knowing what they're saying.
Can I just say, I think it's really funny how he says, I want to roll, I want to see if I get a 1, and it's the opposite.
It's got a
Yep.
20.
I love that.
That
There
is
goes
so
all
good.
your good rolls for the night.
Oh dang.
Yeah, can I roll
Yeah.
inspiration on that to see if I get another 20? I'm not being serious. Please don't take it away, Black Cat.
No.
I'm gonna say you
Don't
want to
waste
use
20s.
one.
Don't waste the 20s.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I got guidance. 21, baby!
What's 9 plus 10?
Well,
So-
that silence does not crit.
So,
Oh, okay.
once you have finished making your point, the wolf is going to stand up, shake itself off, and as it gets up and gets ready to kind of leave, it turns around and it makes eye contact with Sanguine one last time. It is not your place to claim anyone. Keep that in mind. All things are meant to be free. And the wolf is going to turn into smoke and fade away.
Bye, puppy.
Oh.
Because Fervor's right there, I think Fervor's probably looking back and forth and going, ooh, doing what this was. Fervor could see Sanguine kind of watch where the wolf was, and he was smiling, you know, as the wolf was addressing him. But as soon as the wolf disappears, Sanguine frowns, and he's kind of glaring off into that distance, looking a little bit serious, looking kind of angry, actually. not saying anything, but glaring off into that distance.
With
And
that 1,000 square stare.
and I think Sanguine's gonna clue in. Oh, Fervor. I'm sorry you had to see that. And Sanguine's kind of brushing himself off. I think that's a whole lot of. It doesn't know what it's talking about. You see, Fervor? That right there. They always meet the same end. They always fail. They always drive themselves into death. I just inspire people to follow and be free. That's a spirit. That is not freedom.
I mean, either way, it could just be poor decisions and coincidence.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It could just be that. Sanguine is like so swiping his hands together, going to agree with Fervor. And he's back to his normal self.
I mean, the person who fell in a spike pit.
Wait, what was that?
They checked the person that fell in the spike pit. They didn't look like they checked anything. That kind of seemed like their own fault.
It was their own fault. That's the point. They get impulsive, they don't start to think, they die.
Just completely glazing over that. Just like.
Yeah, and in Sanguine's head right now, he's kind of yeah. And in his head, you can probably, if you look deep into his eyes, still see him kind of going. He's like, yes, but if you don't support everyone, then it's not equal. It's not free. And you only support. You're only letting people drive and giving the drive to the people that you see fit, huh? Is that what it is? That's what it is. You're. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Sanguine's not having.
Maybe
a
it's
good
because they're
time.
not a fireman.
So, out of character, real quick. One,
Uh-huh.
the dog Virtue was signaling Sanguine before it left. Pretty great. Two, how old is the dog? Because he talks about his friends passing and he wishes they would live, so I'm assuming some of them probably outlived their impulsiveness. But is this dog ancient, and will we see this dog again? Because that was at the end, even though it was a Virtue signal, it was almost like he was threatening Sanguine under the table. I'm just saying, I'm just curious, out of character. Obviously, our characters aren't going to know this, but I have a curiosity, and I must know.
Well, not to metagame, Nagi. I just want to tell you something I know. That is not a dog. Anyways,
No,
Black
I didn't
Cat,
think
go-
it was, but as far as my character's aware, yeah,
That
that's
is-
a dog.
Yeah, it is an elemental spirit. It is functionally immortal. It is older than time and will exist when time is long forgotten. Because
So what
it
you're
is
saying
a
is when it
force of
left, it
nature.
told Sanguine, "Shut up, youngin." It said, "You don't know nothing." Is that what that dog just did to Sanguine?
Damn kid, get off my lawn.
Well, we're gonna have to kill the dog. I'm sorry.
Zoomer. Straight out of the
So
book.
the dog's a boomer.
Yeah.
Not
So
old
why
enough
we-
to even be my Sparks. Get out of
We
here.
can't- He's the reason that our whole party is broke, okay? He fucked up this economy.
mhm.
Alright?
Yeah. For anybody out there who does like look into the extra resources and stuff I have given out, like the Compendium of Forgotten Secrets, which this is from, the one from that book is not the Ashen Wolf that I run. I run one that is basically just what my DM ran when I was a Ashen Wolf Warlock, and I like that one a lot better.
Understood.
So,
Oh.
can we know his alignment, or would that be giving us as players too much before finding out?
Base. Well, hold on. Make me an insight check.
Oh, how do I do that? Hold on. I only have one hand. I gotta beat.
Its alignment is
insight?
chaotic doggo.
So true.
I got a 20. That
So
was my insight.
book Ashen Wolf leans a bit more into neutral evil. My Ashen Wolf leans more into chaotic neutral, leaning chaotic good. Basically, what you get from this creature with your 20 insight is that the only people that it particularly cares about is the ones that it makes a pact with. Book Ashen Wolf would love to see the ones that it doesn't make a pact with suffer. And I don't like that. This Ashen Wolf, it's closer to like an actual dog. Like, it wants to be there for you.
If you're my person, I love you. If I don't know you, I don't care.
Yes. Basically, like, it forms a bond. It loves that person, like, with its entire being, and wants nothing but for the best for them.
So,
But
even though Sanguine had Glug walk away, say, this just retrospect, is there a way, if Walter so chose, to make a pact with this dog again later down the road, or is the dog just gone now?
that would be up to Walter.
With
It
how
wouldn't
you're
be a
asking,
pact. It would not be a warlock pact. Because the thing that has made a pact with Glug right now, it's not letting go unless Glug does something to make it let go.
Oh my god, it won't even let him get out of the abusive relationship.
You don't know if the relationship's abusive. It's been 2 days.
That was mine!
It's
That
been.
was mine!
It hasn't even
Look,
been a full day.
It is abusive, okay? It unconsensually gave Glug a tattoo, alright? It did the
It's-
whole, you're knocked out drunk and I drew a wiener on your face, but instead it gave you a prison tattoo, okay?
Glug has been in this relationship for 8 hours.
I think
Yeah,
the tattoo is
yeah,
pretty
in 8 hours.
cool.
In 8 hours, he can't bring his friends back. He's got a prison tattoo, so
But
now it
I-
looks like he's gonna steal
Okay,
somebody's
hold on.
cookies.
And
But
you
I
know
like
what,
the
Cat? I've been in a relationship with him for like 7 days, and I'm a jealous lover, and I can't help it. And I wanted exclusivity.
Is this canon now?
So
Is this canon? We're lovers?
We'll find out, Cannon.
Sanguine loves you all.
No,
Alright,
no,
Sanguine
you
loves
said
you all.
lovers. You said lovers. That's different.
I did, but you know, I think Fervor and I are lovers. I think Gil and I are lovers. I think Grix and I were also lovers, but it's past tense because you know Grix
You know what?
got impaled by someone else.
I will say this from how you came at Grix. I would 100% believe Sanguine was gonna hit that.
You should have seen me in the bathhouse earlier. Anyways,
You're just propositioning enemies now.
anyways.
This is fine.
Neither confirm nor deny.
This is D&D 5e, people.
If Glug can speak up, Glug appreciates the tattoo. It makes me look really cool, I think.
Oh, I was
It
out of
makes him
character.
look hardcore.
Oh. I know. I was just saying that in as if Glug was hearing the conversation. So
It makes him look like a gangster.
You know what? I need like
think I look
Glug is like Glug was just like opened like you know there's how some doors have windows to it. Yeah, he just opened the window of the fourth wall. So
Not again. Alright, so
Wait,
we
wait,
can
wait,
do
have
that
a
by
tattoo
Monday,
just
gang.
like me. It's
which
fine.
eye is his tattoo under? I don't remember.
That is up to Glug.
it is under left.
Okay.
Understood.
Alright.
Are you adding a prison tattoo to the chibi art? The pixel art?
No.
Ah!
I want to stand there. Excuse you, Fervor.
So,
Okay, I'll stand in the hole in the wall.
I'm going.
while all of
there.
you are having
I
fun
wanna
out
be-
here fighting this guy, I was able to find the cause of all the shenanigans that's been going on with the with these lizard folk. If everyone like to follow me down into the temple, I can show y'all, and I would love to hear all your opinions.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll
Sure
go with
thing.
you, Gil.
I just
Gil.
feel like Glug has hit puberty because Walter's sick. I can't help it.
Glug really is in the prison gang arc. He's getting hardcore now.
He's
Oh
getting
my
hardcore.
God.
He's dropping his voice, talking like he's threatening.
He's been a smoker for 10 years in the past, like, 8 hours.
New year,
Gil,
new me.
was in the basement, Gil.
Oh, that's where I found all those elementals. It seems that they were doing some experiments and had them trapped and was infusing their eggs with their powers. At least it's what it looked like. If anybody has any better guesses than that, then I'm all ears.
Oh, I want to see that.
Excellent.
But also,
I freed all the elementals, of course, but
That's good.
I think we
Yeah,
need to,
they're,
or at least. Oh, go for it.
There were quite a few other elementals that poured out of the building. It's just the only one that bothered to stop and help fight was the wolf.
I
Hey.
did my best to convince them to stay, but you know, elementals, they're pretty fickle.
All right, there
Indeed.
you go. There you go. I did you right, Glug.
Love
there you go.
that.
Yeah.
I'll be right there with you. I think we need to check out this body. If that's okay. Before it's too late and anything else happens.
Oh, you want to check
Oh.
Grix's body?
Yes,
I was
absolutely.
gonna pick it up and carry it.
Not
Carry it in.
Got me clicking to the stream and wondering why my Roll20 has a commercial when it's streamed.
Yeah, I put on ads and also put it on to follower only mode. I was playing a bunch of Tarkov, and that game has a very toxic community, and if they're gonna come into my chat and be toxic, they're gonna at least give me support.
Yeah,
I had a
good
guy
point.
come in using the text art and he put a ton of wieners. And I blocked him and yelled, I'm the only one who can put wieners in my chat.
So true.
Yeah, so I guess we could carry Grix. But saying
Let him go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, so I guess well, he's kind of impaled on a spear, so we gotta figure out that situation. But
It's not a spear. It's a glaive. And
oh,
just
I'm sorry.
take it out.
Sorry, Fervor. I was mistaken. I didn't mean to offend you. I know you really like your glaive. Okay, I'm gonna kneel down to Grix and I'm gonna kind of casually glance over to Gil. Oh, Gil, by the way, this guy, I think he's a paladin. And I'm gonna dig around looking for a holy symbol on him, Black Cat.
Okay. As you dig around looking for a holy symbol, you find something around his neck that is... One second. I'm just trying to think of what this would look like. You have a moment of confusion, because the symbol that he's wearing around his neck is an eye. And then you look around your neck, and the symbol of Horus is an eye.
Is this the same eye this time? Because it wasn't
It
the
is not.
same eye last time.
It's not the same eye.
Okay, yeah.
Doesn't
you're
have
pulling
as
a
much
fast one. Yeah,
eyeliner as
gotcha.
yours.
No, actually, this one has really dramatic eyeliner. I remember Black Cat showing
Oh.
us.
Oh, okay.
This is more like Egyptian eye.
That's what I was
think
thinking was
yeah,
the Horus one. So, but
Church
I
of
guess-
Horus. It's sleepy, so it needs like a little bit of concealer.
Ah,
But no, this one's full
okay.
glam. That's the difference. Okay, so thank you for describing it in that way, Black Cat. I feel very
Yeah.
seen to my initial confusion.
Yeah.
So Sanguine's gonna pull it up, and I guess I'm gonna pull out the other one that I had on me that I stole. Same ones?
Yes.
Yep, same ones. Is the other one a necklace as well?
Yes.
Well, look at that! Sanguine's gonna kind of toss them on the floor for everyone to see the comparison.
Real quick, like, as you're kind of, like, inspecting these two, you notice something.
Oh boy.
While you were
by-
holding it, the temple is no longer made of stone. It is
Oh.
tall and golden. And immaculate.
Oh, Black Cat, I also have another question.
Yeah.
How long did that go from seeing Grix to the combat ending? How long was that?
Around 30 seconds.
Really? Okay, because
It was something like
Oh.
5 rounds.
Okay. I guess that doesn't make any sense, because No, I mean, that makes sense, but I was gonna say, oh, detect magic! No, it's concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I did have detect magic when Grix walked up, though. Was he radiating holy? Was his spirit radiating holy? Because it took me a while to get spirit guardians up.
So he was radiating something. Make me an Arcana check to understand what it is, because it does not fall under a typical school of magic.
14.
Would you like to use an inspiration on it?
This is gamma radiation. He was a Hulk.
All right, let's do it again. 7! Let's go!
Well,
that was
so-
my last inspiration.
No, if you're using an inspiration, then it's a reroll with advantage, so you can roll it one more time, and then those last two, the 5 plus 2, and whatever else you got. Okay.
But Gil, can Gil see me doing a big thinky? Do we have dice?
A big thinky. Sorry.
My dice is not going to help that.
No, it's a 14. Can it help a 14?
I'll allow
Well,
it to help the 14.
Yay!
I can bump that up to an 18.
Okay, we'll take an 18, Black Cat.
You feel like this is a much older school of magic in more ways than one. Like, it feels old as in, like, it's not something that's commonly used anymore. And just the essence of the magic feels ancient.
Oh,
I'm trying to find...
interesting.
I'll just come out and say it. It appears to be chronomancy.
Oh,
The
fuck!
greatest of all magic.
Yeah, I was trying to find a way to say it without
Oh, I
saying
get
it.
that reference.
All right, somebody tell me what that is.
It's a Fantasy High reference.
Yeah,
Friendship? No! We're
No.
not paying attention to any of my classes.
yeah. So, chronomancy is kind of like time manipulation. It's kind of like timeline, kind of like luck, almost, right?
Yeah, it is the manipulation of time. And now it is clicking for a moment that he was summoning spirits of ancestors and the dead.
I think Sanguine, yeah, so definitely Sanguine goes, and there we go! And he throws it back on the floor, and then he realizes he saw something. He snatches one up, back again, looks back at the tower, stands up, turns around to the tower, and steps back a bit.
So what does one do for chronomancy, though? Is that like, that's not common magic at all.
No.
No.
You
yeah.
guys do know somebody who uses chronomancy.
Is it the collector?
A certain robot living on a certain island.
Oh yeah,
what's
the
his
one
name?
that you certainly saw the angel with, which the angel has seemed to come by, and I hear times where you
Wait.
reference that moment a lot.
So,
Wait.
real quick. I'm going to
Wait,
bring
wait.
up an actual picture of what you see.
The
Just
Mage
on
Island?
this- Yes.
Or is... Okay, alright. I was like, that robot guy? That I
That
don't
robot
like
guy.
because he's made of stinky metal.
That guy. So here it is in the Discord chat, and I'm going to bring it up on stream as well.
Holy moly, is that the Eye of Sauron?
That is, it's the eye on the necklace.
I swear to fucking god, is this like an elaboration? Lord of the Rings. Okay.
So shiny.
So shiny. Beautiful.
I'm just kind of imagining like if Griggs had used the chronomancy in the reverse, where he took like a distant relative, and there was like a lizard man with a gun that just showed up out of nowhere.
You just unlocked a core memory of the very first D&D show I ever watched, which had a crocodile with a gun.
Nice.
Let's
What?
go.
Beautiful.
It was Team 4-Star at the table.
I remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I remember that he was a big fat crocodile with a shotgun.
The main thing I can remember from that is the centaur who was half donkey.
Yup, Eloy.
Yep.
The asinine centaur.
Forgot about that.
With Big
So-
Lady Big Rock Mountain. Or Old Lady Big Rock Mountain, who throws rock slides at us if we don't behave. Love that show.
So much shit happens in this campaign that makes me wish I was an animator.
So Black Cat, you confirmed that these amulets that we have, that they're giving off magic?
Yes, they're giving off auras of chronomancy.
Great. Okay, let me take a look at what I got prepared. I don't have anything prepared like I had in mind, but that's okay. I guess I'm going to just straight up cast with the first level slot detect magic again.
Okay, what are you attempting to detect now?
I'm gonna look at the tower. I'm assuming it's giving off all of the same energy, or is there something concentrated in there that I can tell? Is it possible for me to differentiate anything inside this?
It is giving off chronomancy as well as something else. I will allow another Arcana check.
Something else. By chance, is this something else what I sensed from D?
No.
No. Okay. Arcana, here we go. Ooh, I will take a 23 happily.
So borrowing from Critical Role, Dunamancy. The the power of fate.
Ooh.
So you're telling us he's metagaming.
Yes, the Citadel is metagaming. It knows your stats and it's building to counter you as we speak.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah, Sanguine pulls Gil aside and goes, Gil, this is not canon. Gil, they're spying on us, Gil. You with your diviner's dice, and I used Defiance of Fate like 3 times during that fight. Gil, this is not good. Gil, they're among us. Sus.
You hear a nearby vent open.
Gil, I hear voices in the basement. Gil, did you close the vent?
Once per long rest, you can look at the screen and ask chat for advice.
That'd be a really
Chat,
funny
is this
ability.
real? Sanguine says, holding the amulet, pointing and doing the fucking like pose at the tower. Chat, is this real?
Keep in mind that the remainder of the party
I
can still
vote-
see you doing this.
I now vote that Black Cat gives Sanguine the right to break the fourth wall.
No. The character in my Monday game already decided he was stupid enough to do that.
Well, you need a number 2, man.
Oh my goodness.
I need to make a warlock whose patron is like the voices of the great beyond, and it's just chat.
Oh my god. Could you
I
imagine having chat tell your character what they need to do?
It's like they say a lot of things, mostly dick jokes. But
I
I need you
played-
to stand on the back of the wagon, strip, and dance.
I played
What's your god commands?
What's up, Sanguine?
Oh no, it was completely unrelated sharing stories. I was gonna say, once I played a really horrifying one-shot that shocked and horrified everyone because the DM pre-recorded a lot of this, where it turns out the ultimate goal was to kill the DM, like in real life.
Oh shit.
Like it was. So we found out that there was like a source of magic in the campaign that was like basically like player versus character. It was like a whole bunch of just like schools of magic that were like unique to like weird concepts, and apparently that we were channeling whatever that was. So the DM slowly forgot the campaign, and met their demise until the source of the power was talking to us and saying, "You killed them." And it was really horrifying seeing our DM have dementia and like go downhill during that campaign because we had no fucking clue what was happening.
I've seen that movie.
Sorry, that was a story out of nowhere. Sorry, chat. Unpausing the game.
It's okay. Everyone does
Bathroom
it.
break over. I didn't get up from my chair. You know what that means, chat.
What if our characters' lives are real and right now there's a DM and we're the characters? Like, you never know.
Then my player is barely paying attention in life and needs to actually start, or else his character is going to die.
There is a literal movie about this, so it's called the game. It's called The Gamers, and it's really funny.
Let's go.
My son asked me if we're in a video game, and I said if we're in a video game, the person playing mom sucks.
God. Okay, so Sanguine sees all this. It feels like there's been some weird disturbance in the fourth wall. Comes back to though, and kind of puts his hand loosely over his mouth and steps back, kind of taking in the size of this. Oh, that's a lot different than what I expected. And Sanguine's gonna look over to everyone and take out the extra amulet and go, Glug!
Huh?
Hold on to this for a second. And Sanguine's gonna casually pass the other amulet into Glug's hand and go back onto Grix's body. And Sanguine's gonna keep on talking, but I don't know if you want to get a reaction.
Oh, okay. What is this for?
Can Glug see the tower too?
Yes. So, anybody who
What's going on?
That seems so genuine.
I know. He's like, whoa! This little anime scream.
anybody who is holding the necklace is able to see the Citadel as it is. Like, as it truly is. Not just this ruined temple that some lizard folk had been living in, but a massive tower. Pretty much golden. And not really a whole lot of, like, signs of life, but absolutely pristine.
Did you say golden?
Yes.
So we'll just chip off the wall tiles and we'll be good.
No, I don't like metal.
I don't need to do it. That's what I have big people for. I don't have to touch stuff.
Metal's gross.
It is! Disgusting.
Just
Eating
Weird.
chocolate while I'm saying things.
Mir touches the amulet, vomits.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Nier, we better replace this with a string for you when it's your turn.
Can we transmog metal into wood, please?
I actually.
What was that?
Oh, I was gonna say I actually saw something interesting about how you can make like large like concrete buildings, but like it's like covered in moss. It has so many more like actual environmental and health benefits for it.
Time to be hobbits, guys.
Yeah, something tells me that back in the day, these ancient powers were not thinking about the environmental impact when building their tower out of solid gold.
I thought it would look pretty interesting. Like you can do like it's called like moss cement or something like that, and you can like make an entire building out of it. Pretty cool.
Hey,
Pretty cool.
Huh.
the
Hell
ancient
yeah.
people building it out of gold did better than we did back in the 60s and 70s. At least they didn't use lead-based paint.
True.
Well, we don't
Yes.
know.
And asbestos.
Black Cat,
Anyway.
can I
You haven't
roll?
gone
No, we're
inside
not.
it.
We're not. I'm putting my foot
You-
down. I'm not the
do you
DM.
wanna-
I'm putting my foot down for.
I'm putting my foot down. Do you want to roll for asbestos?
I just did.
Oh, guys.
You do not.
Please.
You cast detect asbestos and you don't get any readings.
Oh.
Guys, it's healthy. No cancer.
I hate it here.
I didn't say that. I said there's no asbestos.
Oh. Well,
God.
guys, there might be
Wait.
cancer. Someone roll for
Wait,
cancer.
We're not
Okay,
rolling
okay.
For cancer.
I do have an out of character question.
Yeah.
When Glug is touching this and seeing the temple as it is, am I disappearing? Like, is the wall still destroyed, or is it going back to how it was?
When you guys are holding the amulets like this, you can like sense the presence of the other people around you, but they're like shadows. Fervor,
Looking
you
like
are
a-
gone
through a veil.
because you are on the other side of a broken wall that is not
Wait.
broken in their reality.
So if so,
So-
with the
Go for it.
amulet, is that giving us a like? Are we peering back in time to when this wasn't like ruined and crappy, or
Ooh, that's a good point.
Guess you might
or
have
is
to
this a
explore it to
veil
find out.
to a different like parallel area? Oh, I dropped my chocolate to a parallel area. Area.
That's-
Area.
It seems that you've discovered another secret ability of the Citadel. It makes you drop your snacks.
Yeah.
That is the
particularly
curse.
chocolate. That's like the third time I've dropped a piece of chocolate on my desk.
That is the curse. So, have fun with that. But, you don't know. It could be taking you back in time. It could be an alternate reality.
Can we Arcana check the Citadel while
Sure.
using the amulet?
You
Sure.
don't have the amulet right now.
No,
though.
no. I said we. You guys can do it. I'm not touching that nasty metal.
Glug is just staring at the tower, by the way, that he sees.
Yeah. So Sanguine he passed it to them, and he's going to poke around Grix's body a little bit more. Black Cat, I have some questions to ask. I should. I feel like I already know the answer to this, but was Grix radiating, like, because earlier he was very, very confident in his own power and not needing anything else. So it seems like that's changed. Is that right? Because this clone, was this different than what he demonstrated to me?
So the clone seems to have been born of his power, from what you could tell while you were concentrating on detect magic. The clone was part of him. The clone is not related to... Like, the clone is not something that the Citadel made.
But is the white scales new? I'm sorry, the VOD was lost for that episode, so...
Oh, right, yeah, I did have my audio cutting out of the end. Let me just check to make sure we're good. So, white-scaled lizard folk, they're not common, but they're not unheard of.
So, but I think I'm pretty sure that back when I was in the bathhouse, Sanguine's like, "Oh, your power. What's your power?" He's like, "Let me show you," and he made like clones of himself. Did those clones look like the clone here? Because he only made one of them here. Am I misremembering?
So he had multiple different things where he can make clones. When you guys were in the bathhouse, he was using one of them. When you guys were fighting him, he was using another.
Another. Okay, so it doesn't seem unusual. Thank you. Sorry about
Yeah. No, you're all good.
that. So, also, does he have any magic items on him that we can steal?
Yeah, he does.
Cool.
So he is wearing
Let's go to
a set.
space.
He's wearing a set of plate mail.
Okay.
That seems to radiate a slight, like arcane energy. He is wearing a ring that seemed to glow. And although he wasn't using it, he was using a battle axe. He also has a nasty looking sword. This sword is serrated. It is a serrated greatsword.
Cool.
Can I use a ritual for identify on these items?
Yes. So
Um,
taking a quick 10 minutes to do that.
Well, hold on. Before
Yeah.
we like hunker down and really get into them. Sorry, I was kind of preemptively.
Sorry.
No. That was me. I asked about loot, and then that was always gonna open up other things. Cause hell yeah, loot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone's gonna go. Oh, by the way, you ran in there, right? And he's kind of waving his hand nonchalantly as he's poking around this body to Gil.
Yes, well, briefly, but yes, and we were also in there earlier.
Well, I was just thinking, if he's a paladin, well, I could be wrong. I don't know what all. He gestures to the tower that Gil has not gotten an explanation for what he's gesturing up in the air for. All of that is about. But the paladins of Horus, they don't learn alarm magic. I think that alarm was from someone else. They probably know we're here.
Possible.
Just a heads up. I'm just heads up. I'm using the bathroom real quick, so if I'm not responding, that's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Glug hops up around the corner.
Glug hops up around the corner.
Yeah.
Well, there
His
goes our
little
other
froggy's room.
person. The little froggy's room. How are we gonna pass around this omelet? I said omelet. Omelet. I did this last time I was in D&D with my D&D group. They gave me so much shit for omelet. They would not stop going omelette du fromage. The whole section wouldn't be the same.
Aren't you glad we rolled to make sure those eggs weren't poisonous last campaign?
I would rather
True.
not make an omelet.
Could have just been bird eggs. I don't know.
It's fine.
Everybody got needlessly obsessed with the eggs.
Oh, go for it.
Also, a
Sure.
question: wasn't there something going on with the cape? Like it was starry and stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, I think Black Cat. I didn't
So,
say that was
yes,
like an ability, but it is a starry cape.
Yes, so I'll allow it to be an item. Yeah, the cape is also glowing with magic.
It's the Cape of Billowing. Please.
Please have it be a
The
cape of
best
billowing.
magic item in the game.
We need to give it to Glug. Imagine giving their billowing cape of the general to this random ass tiny grung.
It's
He
so
will
giant. You
demoralize
can wear it as a
them.
blanket, and it'll just be a billowing blanket.
He's gonna look so cool, Black Cat. Think it over.
Yeah, you sure will.
Is that a yes? Is that what that is?
I'll think about it.
You'll think about it.
Guess we'll decide when we get there.
Walter's in the
Understood.
bathroom.
We can wrap. Okay, Glug can drink one of my flight potions. We wrap him in the billowing cape, and it looks like he's a floating ghost.
I like the way you think. This is genius, Arissa. This is
Oh my
genius.
goodness.
I'm pretty sure we already have the answer. But none of these magic items, these don't seem like something that the shifting bog usually has access to, does it? They seem like
Oh,
they're...
absolutely not.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
They
Grix
appear
has
to be...
been around.
So, the world is covered in ruins that are older than recorded civilization. People have only been around for around 125, 150 years, somewhere in there. There are ruins that are significantly older that tend to hold treasures that are much older. So he probably got them somewhere from there. He had to take a wild
So what you're
guess.
saying is he was a filthy little grave robber?
He was an adventurer, yeah.
So a grave robber. He did some looting and scooting.
Yes.
Black Cat, I have another question. About wearing the amulet. So I'm wearing the amulet. I can't really see Fervor, but I can sense she's there. What about voices? Are they kind of muffled? Do I have to focus to hear them?
It sounds like a
Did
phone
Glug-
call with bad connection. Like the voices
And-
are muffled, but they are there.
And when Glug put it on, I would hear him clearly, correct?
When somebody else is
Alright, I'm
wearing,
back.
yeah, when somebody else is wearing the amulet, they are right next to you.
Okay.
They
yeah,
are
it's okay.
a whole person.
Did I miss anything?
Just some questions about the how the amulet works.
We mostly
Yeah.
fucked about, I'm not gonna lie.
Are
Yeah.
we sure it's not some sort of like amulet of illusions? Like someone's playing a trick to like get Grix on their side, you know?
Well, I
Well,
I'm sorry, I
We can-
had a really I'll go for it.
I was gonna say we can find that out as the identify goes off.
Oh yeah.
So, the armor is cursed. It is +1 plate armor that is very good, but very cursed.
Hmm.
So, it is, let me see. Oh wait, no, it's the axe that's cursed. It's been a while since I played this character.
The armor
So
can
it
be
is-
cursed still.
It is just a +1 set of plate armor. The axe that I forgot was magical, but is magical, is the Betrayed King's Axe. Attacks made with this magic weapon have a +3 bonus to damage rolls, but only a +1 bonus to hit. When you hit a creature that was injured with this attack on a previous attack, you deal an additional 1d8 piercing as monstrously long spikes protrude outwards on the hilt.
Oh
Or
lord.
on hit. Also, the Betrayed King. If you're reduced to 0 hit points, you are immediately stabilized as a ghostly protector appears by your side. The Betrayed King provides 3/4 cover from ranged attacks and imposes disadvantage on melee attacks within 5 feet of you. It lasts for 1 minute, but cannot move more than 5 feet away from your body, as it is just guarding you. It is just a specter that stands watch over your body. However, it is also cursed. This armor is cursed by a sea hag. Water does 1d10 acid damage when consumed and 3d10 when immersed in. Per round.
And Grix was just soaking in a bath? I assume he didn't
He was-
have this weapon on him at the time.
Yeah, he did not have the weapon on him at the time.
Oh,
And
okay.
in my setting, attuning to an item is a free action as long as somebody is not attuned to it. So, unattuned for the bath, attuned to it back after.
Okay, that would be terrible for Glug to have.
Yep. Next item is a Ring of Evasion. It's just a Ring of Evasion. The ring has 3 charges and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. It's currently at 0 because I believe he used them all. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge to succeed instead. And finally, the Shark Tooth. It is a rare greatsword, requires attunement. Fashioned especially for the Hammerhead Knight, which is not a name you recognize. This blade caused its victims to bleed, allowing the knight, with its superior sense of smell, to track your would-be assassin back to its lair. You have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. When you hit with a melee attack using this weapon, you can speak its command word as a bonus action, causing the teeth-like protrusions to rip through the target. Roll a d4 and consult the following list. 1. No additional effect. 2. Hamstring. The target speed is reduced to 0 until the end of its next turn. Rend. The target has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of its next turn. 4 is Sever. The target begins bleeding for 1 minute. Each time it takes bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, it takes an additional 1d4 of the triggering type. The target can use an action to make a DC 15 medicine check, stopping the bleeding on a success. The main feature cannot be used again until the following dawn. And finally, Hydrodynamic. Attacking while underwater doesn't impose a disadvantage on attack rolls while you make with this weapon. And finally, one that I am kind of making up on the spot. I'm trying to remember the name of the actual item, because I had an item that had a very similar theme. It was the Tatters of the Legion. It is a rare cloak that allows you to cast the spell Spirit Shroud once per day. That was this spell that he used.
I didn't like that spell. Especially when it was used against me.
Yeah. Did I post the axe? I did not. So here is the effect of the axe, and here is the curse. Ignore where it says plate armor +1 on that. Me and the DM had decided to change the source of it because that is a very strong axe.
Did we find out what was on the amulet? I had to step out.
Oh, yes. The amulet refuses to be identified. Some items that are above a certain rarity may do that. You can counteract this by casting the spell Legend Lore.
Oh, okay.
So, next long rest.
Question. For my infusions, do I have to attune to those as well?
Depends on the infusion.
So I have a spell refueling ring. It says, at least in D&D Beyond, it says I have to attune to it, but it's one of my infusions.
I believe that yes, if your attunement, or if your infusion requires attunement, then you still need to attune to it.
Damn. Okay. All right. That ring is nice, but the other items I have, I don't want to get rid of. So.
What was the ring of evasion? What was the ring of
Ring of evasion? Is?
No, that just. If I remember correctly, that just increases AC, right?
No.
The Ring of Evasion, if you fail a dex save, you can expend a charge to pass it instead.
It's a legendary resistance on dex saves. And I believe there's like 3 charges per day, or per long rest, that is.
It's 3 charges, roll a 1d3.
Ah, okay.
But it currently has 0 because he used them all in the fight.
Well,
Okay.
if no one's calling dibs, I will take whatever sanguine he used that no one else wants.
Yeah. You can take it, Sanguine.
You're giving it to me.
It probably would go, but Glug doesn't need it. It'd be nice in Glug, but he doesn't need it. So.
We also have Myrrh, and we also have Fervor. I don't know how much of you are looking at getting slapped by Dex.
Yeah, I'm not interested in any of that.
I have danger sense, so I don't really need that.
Okay. Cool, I'll take it. Yay.
Yo.
Yay!
Yay! I love stealing jewelry. Sanguine says as he
Uh,
takes it off and put it on his hand.
I just feel like the items I have now are perfect for Gil. So
Yeah, I guess I have I guess I already have 2 things attuned to me. Wait, does the
The
grim, is
spirit
that
shroud
like an
doesn't require
attunement?
attunement though. If anybody wants that,
Wait, the spirit shroud?
or well, that's the effect. Does it require attunement, Blackout?
Which one?
The cloak, that does spirit shroud.
I'm going to say no because it's just once per day.
Oh, cool. Okay, oh, Black Cat, do I even have any more slots to attune? Come to think of it, because I have my Amulet of the Devout, I have my Amulet of Health, and I also have my Grim.
Yep,
That
that's
would be all
3.
your slots.
yep, takes
Damn.
There is a feat that people can take, I believe, from Taldoria's guide that gives you an extra attunement slot.
Ooh,
Cool. I
Understood.
cannot take anything else then right now.
level 12.
Doesn't Artificer also get just extra attunement slots?
Nope, I've only got 3.
Oh, I thought for sure it did.
Could be one of the other subclasses, maybe.
Well, I can't take any of the loot. Do we wanna figure out now, or do we wanna just post them in chat and then get back to them? Because it feels like we got.
We'll get back to it. We got some
We'll get back to
exploring to do.
I can
Okay,
say that Fervor has no interest in any of these, at the very least.
Okay, so I guess as we're rummaging around, do you share the news that they can't be identified? Oh,
Real quick. That's next level. You can attune up to 4 magic items at once.
Oh,
And then
okay.
14th level is 5. And then
Mind if I
18th
keep
is
that
6.
ring in my back pocket for later then?
18th
Go
is
for it,
6
Gil.
magic items attuned at once. That's crazy.
we should stat out Gil, the guy who's like, I'm not good at battle, guys, so I'm gonna do the shonen protagonist mission instead.
Yeah. I have obtained the magic item plot armor. So,
Just in the words of Fred, treasure.
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 So, oh, sorry, Drac, where you going?
Ring of evasion.
I'm just reading the thing. I'm sorry.
You.
Is it cool if I take the ring of evasion then?
Yeah, go for it. We can
Cool.
always move it around later if
Yeah.
someone wants to attune.
You
Okay,
can also choose to sell it or trade it for other things if nobody ends up wanting these items.
Also, for I would maybe suggest the cloak for Gil.
Oh?
Since you're not really an attacker per se, you're more support. It gives you a little more oomph to whatever you do whenever you do attack with a
What is
weapon.
the cloak? The spirit shroud, you mean?
Yeah. Just whenever you attack, it gives a little more oomph.
It doesn't really. I don't think that really fits too well.
Okay.
It
does
would
just
look
give
trippy.
Oh.
Eh,
Don't you want to have stars around you?
nah, I'm already a star. So
Puts on sunglasses.
yeah.
Let's
Sells
go.
it for more gold to just gamble with.
Heard. All
Oh,
right.
man.
Yeah, but
If we're all-
I would double whatever the amount that I get from it though, because I'm just that good.
Yeah, exactly.
So as we find out that can't be identified, you know, and all that.
Yes.
Sanguine's gonna go. Well, that's weird. Because it looks like they have a big temple right up there, and Sanguine's gonna take the amulet and firmly press it into Gil's palm.
Gil, there's a giant tower.
While I'm holding Gil's hand, can we both see it?
If you are both holding the amulet, then yes.
So Sanguine's gonna point. Do you see that out there?
Yeah, I can certainly see something.
And Sanguine's gonna take his hands off of it and let Gil have it. I think they can hear you better if you're holding it. So, voice down. And that includes you, Glug.
Huh? Glug is just gonna look derpy, and then like.
Given the fact that this item can't be identified, and suddenly there's a giant golden temple in front of us, I don't know. I'm choosing to fail my Arcana check here.
Okay.
What's it called? Legend Lore? That's the spell you said we probably need.
I've seen
Yes.
items like
Yeah.
this.
Sanguine can cast that now, but we need the material components. So that's something for later, if we so choose.
I've seen tricks like this from other shopkeepers as well. It very well could just be an amulet of illusion. I once had a fellow traveling salesman try to pass this on to me one of these things to me like that. It's a halfling. His name was Timu.
Timu.
Damn it.
Good God.
As they're going on about the amulet, Fervor's just gonna pick up the Grix's body.
So as you're going on about that. Oh, by the way, Gil, that's chronomancy, and there's chronomancy and dunamancy up there. And he's pointing to the tower. It probably has something to do with time, then, don't you think?
You're saying a lot of words that I think you just made up, but
Yeah, and I think at that, Sanguine's gonna go off. Well, you see, chronomancy is an ancient magic, and then with ancient magic, you can look back in the strands of time. It's really interesting. Dunamancy is similar, except you're controlling fate. It's really interesting stuff that not a lot of people know about. So I think that because they're one of the or the other, it's some sort of back in time, some ancient magic that was once lost. They must have come across something, some unknown powers now feeding them and turning them into whatever. So I don't think it's an illusion, Gil. I think dunamancy and chronomancy are all real.
Well, we all have our own beliefs.
Oh,
I'm glad you.
I'm glad
I'm
you're
happy
having fun.
I'm happy that you have such convictions.
It seems like, Gil, you've never opened a history book.
I've opened many history books. I need a good place to nap sometimes.
I think Sanguine's gonna pat Gil on the head, Mr. Short King versus 5'11" Sanguine, and go,
Yeah.
maybe God can teach you a thing or two about magic.
I'm fine. I have my gadgets, and that's all I need. But much appreciated. Plus, Glug is a much better magician than I am.
Sanguine will not stop.
I only know how to
Pat,
do card
pat,
tricks.
Pat, 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 pat.
I have this neat little card trick that I like to play at taverns where I play cards and I win a lot of money.
Wait, can you show me the trick now, Gil?
I'm afraid, well, actually, no. Yeah, let's see. How much money do you have?
That's crazy.
Glug goes into his pockets. Oh,
I was just
I'm
kidding,
bro- oh.
Glug. I was joshing you, see? Just kind of like,
Yeah.
well, I didn't have any.
yourself.
I didn't have any money because I bought the staff.
that's okay, friend.
Well, you know, Gil, if you want to study up later, I think dunamancy can probably help you cheat. He's going to say cheat.
How dare you suggest that I am a cheater? I have not cheated anybody in gambling, not even once. I do know the odds better than most people, but
Cheater,
still.
right, Gil? He won't
Of
cheat.
course. No, I would never cheat somebody ever. As my word is my bond.
Oh, so
That's
you wouldn't.
part of
So,
the miracles of the mercenaries.
so you don't lie either.
Why would I ever lie to people?
I trust you, Gil.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Glug.
You know, Glug, I've never lied before either.
Really? Well, I trust
Really?
you. I trust you too, Sanguine.
You can trust me, and I'm using word of
I-
mouth.
That's
Are you? Wait, what's word
Okay.
of mouth? Hold on.
word of mouth.
Wait, is that a
is the,
spell?
Word of mouth is the ability given to Sanguine by Blackbird from the Grimm. Once per short rest, you can lie and make the creature who hears you believe that you are telling the truth.
Oh,
This
You can
goes through
trust me.
detection magic such as Zone of Truth. Make me a performance check.
And that applies for all of you, by the way. I would never turn my back on any of you.
Okay, the word of mouth only applies to one person in specific. However, you were using it on Glug?
Yes.
Glug, you are compelled to let everybody know how trustworthy Sanguine is.
guys, I'm so glad that Sanguine's with us. He's the best, and I trust him with everything. He wouldn't lie. He'd save us. I trust Sanguine with my life.
Mur is just gonna narrow her eyes at Glug, be like, "You put too much trust in tall people."
Hey,
I
what I just
hadn't-
said sounds like the truth, alright? So.
I had
It
Glug
sounds
is
like
gonna-
the truth to Glug.
I'm gonna go up to her and be like, if you don't trust Sanguine, can you at least trust me? And then Glug is gonna put up like sad eyes.
And like the Puss in
Mer-
Boots eyes.
Mur is just gonna fly, leaning on her back, looking down at Glug, and say, "At least you're small too."
Saying that as a yes. I trust everyone here. You're all my friends.
See, I didn't have to use magic to convince Glug. I keep thinking of the freaking Omni-Man meme. It's like, look what they have to do to amount to a fraction of my power.
No, let's be real here. If I only wanted Glug to believe I'm trustworthy, I didn't have to do that.
I
what
know
I'm
you didn't,
what,
yeah.
what I was trying to word of mouth there was the saying that I always have everyone's back and you can trust me.
So, because Mur is a little fairy and a little pot stirrer, she's gonna look at Glug and say it loud enough for Gil to hear. So, how exactly did you summon that giant monkey earlier?
Oh, well, I saw that Sanguine was getting hurt really badly, and my desire to, protect my friend, I screamed out loud to get away, and then poof, Monkey was there.
Poof, monkey was there.
I think that was a little bigger than a monkey.
Oh.
Did anybody catch the name suggestion I had for it?
Horror.
Harambe? Yeah.
Romper.
That's good.
Harambe.
That's
Where
really
did the
good.
monkey go? I wanted to thank it for helping. Where did the monkey? I wanted to thank it for helping, but when I woke up, he was gone.
Yeah.
See, when
Who
you
just
went
felt the
poof,
wrong word?
when you took your nap, he went back home because you were
Oh,
sleeping.
he went
because I
home.
dispelled him.
Dispel? What do you mean? Wait, he's gone?
Yeah, Sanguine got rid of your monkey.
Why? He was helping us.
Well, you see here, Glug. Sanguine's gonna have the talk, I guess, right now in front of the enemy base. he's gonna walk over to Glug. He's gonna crouch down. Well, you see there, Glug. There's things beyond this plane that you shouldn't trust. For example, I don't trust your new patron. And you know demons? You know demons, right?
Yeah, they're pretty scary.
Unlike me, you shouldn't trust demons at all.
Why?
Does
None of-
for Walter, do you have it so Glug doesn't realize that the monkey was a demon?
I'm right now. The way I'm playing it is that Glug is unaware of his powers right now, and doesn't.
Oh,
and
so
he-
Sanguine's got to break it to him that he
yeah,
he summoned a demon.
because like he like his desire. He like when Sanguine was getting hurt, Glug was like, "I wish someone could come and help me," and that sort of desire manifested into the demon.
He's just an innocent, protective little boy.
You just made me imagine Glug with the wish spell, and I no longer want our campaign to get to that.
Wait, Glug with what spell? Sorry.
Wish.
Oh,
Gives
Well,
Glug meteor. Glug gets upset.
If
Ooh.
if Glug ever gets his hand on the wish spell, I'm pretty sure he knows what he's gonna wish for.
You know, if the patron just stole the power, does that mean the
I don't
patron
like how
is getting
you-
that wish once Wizard Glug
I'm-
hypothetically would hit
I,
that
Glug-
level?
I don't
Glug-
like how you said that you know what you're wishing for because it sounded devious for some reason, but I couldn't
no,
tell if you were
Glug-
stretching.
Glug was gonna wish to be friends with everyone in the world.
This frog has started wars.
You know, I think if everyone was Glug's friend, that's when the wars would end. World peace. Everyone's an ally of Glug, so therefore no one can fight.
Glug said I want to force parasocial relationships from across the land.
Oh, man.
Oh god. I don't know why, but when you just mentioning this frog started a war, I'm just thinking of like anti-Glug propaganda just being.
Oh.
No, what this is gonna be, if this, okay, I'm gonna touch on this. If this ever hypothetically happened, Black Cat would take that and make it the worst monkey's paw ever, where you would have like 1,000-year, like the 100 Years War situation between France and Britain, where they're like going to war because they're both like religious and they're both believing in the same god, except their god is better, so they're the better friend.
So what I imagine is that Rick and Morty episode where everybody turns into like a praying mantis.
Oh,
Thing
like a crew.
that's in
Oh
love with
yeah.
Morty. Yeah. Oh, well, Cronenberg world.
Well, no,
wherever
yeah,
it's
eventually they
Cronenberg,
become
that's in love with
Cronenbergs.
Glug.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all in love with Glug.
See, the war
so-
would get really confusing having two sides fighting, where both sides just have a little frog guy as their flag.
That's a great world.
Just
One shot win.
It would end.
suddenly
it would end the
Glug
war in
becomes Helen of
genocide.
Troy.
So back to the talk.
This is why Glug becoming a deity could be really dangerous too. Give him the power to make people want to be his friend.
Oh, no.
So, you know demons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Abyssal creatures. And they're chaotic. And they want nothing more than savagery, evil, cruelty.
Oh, that sounds bad. Yeah.
It's very bad, Glug. People
Yeah,
who
that-
follow abyssal creatures. It never turns out well from them, because the abyssal creatures never have their best will in mind.
Oh yeah.
You might-
I don't want to deal with that. No.
Of course you don't. See, the Church of Horus is also very, very cautious of those folks. So if they don't turn around, that's when it comes a problem. Because that's the thing. You might think that you have an abyssal creature under your control, but it's only magically working with you. You,
Oh, I-
in that moment, magically summoned a demon. But that demon
What?
was not
What?
your friend.
What? Wait, when did I do what?
Yeah, you remember that monkey?
Wait, I thought he was a friend.
Well, when you have something chained down by magic, you might think it's your friend. And to you, it might be a friend. But on its end, it never considers you a friend. And that's
But-
the case with abyssal creatures. They
Yeah.
cannot be reasoned with, Glug.
Didn't it protect you?
Well, that's the thing, Glug. The moment you died, the moment you
What?
stepped
You
out,
died?
yeah, you passed on the floor. You were bleeding out.
I saved you. I saved you. You didn't die. You just took a nap.
You almost died there, Glug. We were really worried about you. Pat, pat, pat.
Oh. Wait, what happened when I was unconscious?
Well, you see, Glug, that's the thing with magical spellcasters. When you cast a spell like that has control over something, that's what you call concentration. And Sanguine very patronizingly taps his hand on his head and explaining basic magic concepts to this former wizard who studied in the ways of making friends for like 12 years of his life. Sanguine's tapping. When you pass out, when something causes you to lose your balance and stop thinking about it, that's when the spell ends. Or at least, that's when your control on the demon ends. The demon didn't leave. So, it was ready to kill us. I took it upon myself and sent it back home, though. Cancel next time, okay, Glug? Pat, pat, pat. And don't trust them, Glug. Don't trust them at all. Pat, 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 pat.
Okay. Oh, I'm so, I didn't mean to cause trouble. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's
And
okay,
then Glug is gonna tear up.
It's okay, Glug. No one like you would want to try to cause trouble. I could see it in your eyes.
Swear to God, I thought you said no one likes you.
No one likes you, Glug!
Glug just falls on, starts bawling.
Glug dies, then and there.
Oh, by the way, Glug, don't make deals with devils either.
Oh,
Infernal
okay.
creatures aren't that great either.
Okay.
Or at least, let me know if you need to translate.
Sanguine out here putting shade on the original tieflings too. From 1.0 and 2.0. Yeah, devils, those are bad. Infernal creatures, those are bad. Abyssal creatures, yeah, fuck those guys. But I'm a tiefling.
You can't trust devils, Glug, but you can trust me. So if you ever meet one, or you ever meet someone trying to get you to sign something, let me know. Because anyone who gets you to sign a contract, the contracts are of the devil.
Oh.
Alright, is it bad that Myrrh is really wanting to insight on Sanguine so bad?
Go for it. You can insight me all you want.
I need to insight you.
Go for it.
I'm 28. I'm inciting right now. I don't buy what Sanguine's laying down because Myrrh. The only thing Myrrh really doesn't like. Myrrh doesn't like humans besides Gil.
Okay.
So when you're talking shit about demons and all these other races, but you're hanging out with a human, even though I like Gil, because what you explained about how you explain demons like Abyssal as being chaotic and you can't really trust them, that's how Myrrh feels about humans because of what they do to nature. So she's got to insight you because she's like, you're talking a lot of shit right now.
So wait, that's what you're inciting. You're inciting to see if I'm racist.
No, I'm inciting to see what your game is with how you've been acting with Glug about who
With
can
Glug.
and can't be his friends. Like, what is your game with that?
Good,
I want to
okay.
know.
Okay,
I want to know
glad-
why you're so in deep on Glug with who he can and can't be friends with. Myrrh's giving you the side eye right now. Like, you're talking a lot of shit.
So
Okay,
also
okay, well,
Mir seems to be making sure that you're racist against the people they're racist against.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, 100% Sanguine's racist as fuck. He hates lizard folk. Anyways,
Look, I don't. Myrrh is an equal opportunity.
I'm
hater.
kidding.
Unless you're little, Myrrh's side-eyeing you because
No,
you're
let me
dangerous.
Where's the
Let
cutoff
me
point for
explain
how little
properly.
you have to be?
About
I'm
Glug
sorry, I was-
size. About I would say a gnome would
Do you-
probably be the cutoff.
Do you have to be like small for your race, or
Wait, honey, what are you gonna say? Sorry.
Let
What were you
me
gonna
let me explain. Hip size for a okay, so take an average size human. Hip and lower is where she's comfortable. So about Glug size, maybe a little bit taller.
Okay.
But
Okay.
because she's seen destruction in nature and she feels nature, larger races that affect nature in negative ways
Mhm.
anger Myrrh.
They
Which
take
is
up too
why
much
she
space.
she
so
does a
nature
lot
has-
of spitting. Yeah, she got like a little snake tongue when it comes to
Right.
bigger races that are
I-
like
I think Honey's trying to say something.
Yeah, if you want me to answer your insight.
Right.
So this is really funny. This is how it happened. You probably already got the feeling about this. Sanguine does not trust just about anything. Anything magical, anything that compels, anything that grants otherworldly power. Sanguine does not trust it. Sanguine's steering
See,
Glug away.
Mer has
And-
gotten the feelings from Sanguine that, he's a little too positive, but also a little bit too, like, you're trying to, like, protect Glug, but push him in a direction that's more beneficial for you, is how Mer is kind of looking at you, so she wants to know
Right.
why you're doing that. That's
right,
what she's
right, right.
inciting right now.
Don't worry. There's a lot to
Like,
get in with a
what's your
28 and a
end
natural
game? Yeah.
20. Jesus. So it happens, huh? So it's funny. So you realize, you're like, okay, so he obviously doesn't trust. That part, he's being genuine. All of the warnings that he's giving, that's 100% genuine. And as for what you've observed with Sanguine and being all over Glug, yeah, that's genuine too. But you're looking at this guy, and you're looking at this guy basically being like really uppity, really excitable about Glug. And you're realizing he really, 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 really wants his attention.
Can't believe Mer does like lava.
He-
Lava's nature.
He's really wants Glug's attention, and he's absolutely mesmerized by Glug. And this isn't to say it's like he doesn't really want anything from Glug, despite Glug being obviously his obsession here. He doesn't really want anything from Glug. He just wants to be
Sanguine is a dead by
around-
daylight killer. Sanguine has an
around
obsession.
Glug. He wants to be involved with Glug, and you get the feeling if Glug ever tried pushing Sanguine away, it would absolutely destroy Sanguine. Sanguine's giving it his all. And you might notice, this is like a very similar way that he perks up when he's hearing about other people. He gets excitable. But with Glug, he's a little bit insecure. He really wants this attention from Glug specifically.
All right, this is gonna sound crazy, but as a player, what I get from Glug is he's like very innocent and very pure. He's a little pure-hearted little guy. Is that why Sanguine? It's almost like you look up to Glug, even though you're looking down. Or
Not
is
because-
that something that we can't know yet?
Well, I mean, I'll just tell you up front. With the 28, you probably would know, but it seems like you want to keep on guessing a little bit. I don't know.
No, I didn't know if it would like mess with any of your story you're going for. 'Cause I
No.
don't know.
Of course not. Of course not. I mean, all this is what Mer gets from him. You realize that it's not. Let me clarify. When he says that he's obsessed with him, he thinks that Glug is one of a kind, and that's about it. You can't really. You don't really see anything deeper than
Also,
that.
one of the
He's
big
one of a
reasons-
kind.
One of the biggest reasons that I had Mer want to insight you is Mer is a fairy, and they're known to be tricksters and do bad things and lead people into doing things they should not. So she also doesn't want you looking at her as you're looking at these other races that they have negative it starts with an I. They are known for their negative things, even though history has taught that not every single one of these races that is tied into
Are we getting back to
these
the
things
racism
are bad.
again?
No. I'm
Okay.
saying that these
It
are
all loops
they're
back.
stereotypes.
It
They're
all goes
stereotypes.
back.
Kind of,
It's
but they're
it's
like,
not
it's the-
racism. It's discrimination based off of stereotypes. Different.
Well, no, because you're
no.
not saying get rid of them all. They're like it's not nothing like that. You're just like Yeah, it's stereotypism.
um,
They're little stereotypes that we only know because none of our characters know any of these kind of
Okay,
beings.
God,
I guess it is racism.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I guess with the 28 to say the
Everybody
least.
chill.
Sanguine finishes that whole teaching lesson to Glug, stands up, looks at Mer, smiles, waves, and as you're kind of examining with the 28 his wave, you kind of realize this wave's a little bit different from how he's treating the rest of you. He doesn't really trust you, Mer, for one reason or another. You don't really know why. He just doesn't trust you.
Oh, you don't have to trust me. I'm a little fairy. I'd be concerned if someone looked at a fairy and was like, "I trust you." Do you know what fairies do?
Well, okay. Let me clarify. You get the impression this is absolutely not because you're a fairy. Because earlier, when Sanguine was like, "Oh, you're a fairy, right?" He seemed really excited. He seemed into that. So that's not why.
So, on a completely unrelated topic, the employees of Merriman's Marvelous Miracle Mercenaries are going to be going through some sensitivity training soon. So,
Also, real quick,
God.
there's a lot of people talking over each other a little bit. Please make sure that you're letting people get out what they're trying to say. I know everybody's super excited. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Gosh.
But no,
sorry.
But
It's all
all
good.
Mer was looking into is why are you so infatuated with
Well,
you're very
yeah.
you're steering like that.
Yeah,
That's kind of what Mer's trying to get.
Sorry. What you've got is what you've got from that. So yeah. That's what you see with the 28. God.
Alright.
Alright. Well, that was
Let's go.
so we can explore the temple now, right?
Let's go.
wow.
Yeah.
Pick
A
up
lot
the
of,
Brick's body, throw it on my shoulder.
Yep.
A lot of learning about new weird spirit things in the world and questioning each other this session. It's a running theme.
Real deep dive into the.
Hey,
yeah.
Mer questions everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Sanguine and Mer are new to each other.
Yeah.
We
So
are.
it would make a little bit
Yeah.
of sense that they question each other and look at each other
yeah.
with a side eye right now. It's gotta
You-
grow, man. You gotta grow. That's how it works. You gotta grow the friendships.
Alright. So,
Alright, where were we?
heading into the temple. You guys are heading down into the basement.
Yeah. I was
Yeah, I
gonna
guess
show
so.
off everything I saw. So.
Okay. As you are on the way down to the basement, what's everybody's passive perceptions?
18.
17.
15.
18.
No. Okay, fantastic. Give me just a teeny tiny little itty bitty moment here. Just
Mine is also an 18. 14. 14. My bad.
Okay. So, as you all make your way down into the basement of the temple, you find the test tube-like things in the room destroyed, empty. The little laboratory down here sits silent. There are papers scattered about on the different tables. One of the chambers in the center that all of these had been kind of pumping into is filled with eggs. Appears to be lizard folk eggs.
Oh.
This is what I found, minus the destroyed tubes. I kind of broke those to get the elementals out.
How many were there again? There were,
I believe 5, right?
I think there were 4. The 5th one is the eggs. There was a
Thought there was
Creep-
5.
Hold
Storm,
on.
Ice, the Fire Dog,
Fire,
and then there was the Radiant.
the Wind,
Radiant. Okay, I thought. Okay.
and then one as well.
There was a Wind one. There was
Yeah.
no. Yeah. It
There was an
wasn't like
ice one.
Uh huh. And then there was
Fire.
the Radiant. And
There
then
was
the
no
fire.
Earth.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yep. So 4 plus the eggs.
Mhm, 4.
Um,
Uh,
out of curiosity, Black Cat, even though it doesn't directly concern Sanguine, for those wearing the amulets, does anything happen when they walk into the Citadel with the amulets showing the new Citadel, or the old one, depending on what's
Oh
going
yes. Yeah. So we'll go back just a second.
on? Okay.
Because as you all are walking through that room with the statue, those of you who are holding the amulets find that this room, still a statue to that creature, the angelic four-armed creature.
who's got the amulet again? It's
I think Gil was the last one.
No, I would have given it back.
okay.
So in that case, then I believe Sanguine and Glug, unless you two want to pass them on to anybody else.
I will. I'm probably holding on to it right now because I have detect magic up.
Okay.
I guess I'll keep mine held for now.
Do we want to hold on? Maybe we should pass the goggles to at least Fervor and.
Oh, true.
just for them to get an idea of what we looking at as far as the tower.
Yeah, let's
They
do
can
that.
Experience that. So really quickly, passing over.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys passing them around. This room, though, it is still like a shrine to that angelic four-armed creature, where in the material plane, you all are alone in here. In the Citadel, there were multiple shadow figures sitting in the pews, praying to whatever this thing is.
Mhm.
And you also see something in the room with you that is more clear. Appears to be a four-armed angelic creature sitting in thought on one of the pews, looking towards its statue.
Wait, like straight up, that's a creature?
Yes.
That's a no.
Wait, did you say it was like looking back at us?
No, it is looking at the statue as if in thought.
Mm.
Okay. I got confused for a minute.
How? I guess I'm detecting the same magic off of that.
This creature is giving off divine magic, like the essence of a celestial.
Can you knowledge religion the celestial to see what kind of celestial it might be?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
That's an angel. Okay.
Looks to be an angel.
As angel.
You're not a
Yeah,
special.
guys.
You're not sure what kind it is. There are many different kinds of angels.
Anyone rolling religion can get guidance as well.
Ooh, I would. Okay.
Wait, how much is guidance?
1d4.
D4. Black Cat, I will ask if I could get a different type of roll, probably history of just thinking back to the island with the tie. If
Oh,
they
well,
are
you know,
similar.
That's
Yeah, you could definitely roll a history instead.
I got an unnatural 20.
Gotcha. So, Drac a history. That's a 7. Looks familiar. Can't quite
Let's
place
go!
it. You're thinking, the guy looks like that statue over there. That statue looked like the guy on the island. I wonder if they're related. You're like cousins. Huh. With a dirty 20, Glug, I'm not sure how you know this. The closest thing that it would be associated to, like the closest type of like just player's handbook angel, would be a solar. Basically a divine warrior just below a god. They are above humanity in every sense.
I out of character, could I have a quick save moment really quick where I say, was there
Holy
time to
shit.
take a short rest, and the rest of the Mers aura vitality healing someone else?
I would also like a
Sure.
short rest.
Yeah, you guys had time for a short rest. You guys were standing
Yay.
outside talking for a while.
Okay, yay, that means I get my spell slots back.
I was still
Oh
listening.
my
I just had to run to pee really bad. I'm sorry.
No,
You're okay.
So
Um,
this is a whisper moment because that I've been back for 3 sessions now, and there's already something that's only one step below a god in front of us. I don't like this black cat.
Yeah, you've been back for 3 sessions, and they've been 3 very, very active sessions. We're moving the plot forward now that we've gotten on to the main story.
That's why Mur hasn't done a ton, because I'm still trying to like catch up with what's going on.
Yeah, it is moving very quickly.
Like, I came back to them having somebody's body in a sack. Do we still have the body in the sack?
yeah,
No,
we
you-
still have the body. What?
Oh, you
Dead?
got. Oh wait, you're talking about Zish. Yes, you still have his body
Yeah.
in the set.
And
Oh
then
my
we
God,
just
you
left the
made me-
little wiggle worm.
Yeah, I thought that you guys meant Driggle for a minute.
Then we impale a guy. Now there's
Let me know when you guys are all done with your short rests.
what was
by the way.
what was the angel again? Well, obviously it's player knowledge. Glug hasn't told us, but
The closest
again?
thing that you would be able to associate it to is a solar.
oh, so kind of like a kind of like the angel Michael.
Interesting that you say that. I would say closer to, from my very loose knowledge of biblical stuff, closer to the Archangel Gabriel.
Okay. You know the archangels aren't that high. You'd actually be looking at a seraphim. Seraphims
My
are higher
knowledge,
than arcs.
my knowledge is from Ultra Kill, so
Oh, okay, okay. I was talking about Enoch stuff. I find that stuff interesting.
I don't know much about actual religion and stuff. I am thinking of similar to Gabriel from Ultra Kill. Basically, the will of God, the right hand of the Father.
So the banhammer.
Yeah. God, Gabriel's so fucking cool.
And I don't know why when I said banhammer, I just thought of the dude who is the son from Escanor.
Oh, Escanor from
Yeah, that's
7.
That's just what I imagined for some reason.
I'm gonna post a really cool video in chat.
I'm sorry. I absolutely
oh.
love Escanor. He's wonderful.
Escanor's pretty rad. I'm trying to find it real quick.
I just got back. What's going on?
Oh, I did not realize you had stepped away. So,
got your
I had,
listen,
to, I had to use the restroom. I'm sorry.
it's all
Glug
good.
identified a big fucking angel, but hasn't told us about it yet.
Yeah, so there is as they were walking through wearing the glass or holding the amulets, stepping into the room with the statue that you had to like slicey your finger on.
Yeah, someone was praying in front of it, I think.
Yeah, there were a bunch of just shades praying, and then there is an actual angel sitting in the room, lost in thought. Appears to be the same angel as the statue. He has not addressed you all yet. Everybody saw the angel and immediately wanted to retroactively short rest.
Short
talking
rest.
about,
Who
I'm
needs
fine.
a short rest?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just sitting there, just looking at the statue of himself.
Menacingly.
I don't know about you. It seems kind of narcissistic, doesn't it?
I know that you're making a joke. The vibe that I would give off from him is depressed.
I do that too when I look in the mirror.
He knows he needs to paint his money, but he's just procrastinating too much.
Is it the blood? I mean, I'd be pretty depressed if my statue was bloody.
Can I clean it?
Can I clean it?
If
The
we're
old
talking about
Hogtua.
I guess instead of taking action, let me roll an insight check on this guy. I think that Sanguine's kind of frozen in place, having identified and making a good idea of what this is, with it being so divine. And the wings, you know? That's a thing.
Yeah.
Insight, okay. That's a 19. Its deal?
You've caught Titus having this same look at himself in the mirror from time to time when he thought nobody was watching back at the Temple of St. Horus.
But I was.
Someone looking at themselves and remembering what they were in their prime compared to what they are now. There is a little bit of reminiscence in his eyes, as well as some self-doubt.
Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. I'm gonna let the rest of the party handle this as Sanguine's kind of curiously looking over there. He's not saying anything, but he is gonna glance around to everyone to take the first move, I think.
Or are you guys just kind of passing the amulet around so everybody can see?
I'd be probably doing that, yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
Well, funny.
Glug will.
So wait
Funny
a second.
thing.
This guy's gonna be like detecting. He's like, oh, new person behind me. Oh, new person behind me. New person
Well,
behind me.
see, funny thing. As
Okay.
you like pass the amulet off to the next person, you realize that he was already there, just kind of in the background.
Oh.
Just sitting there quietly, absorbed in his own world, just blending in with the environment. It's why I was asking for your perceptions as you were heading down to the lab.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
He rolled a dirty 20.
Oh, he's a sneaky little contemplating boy, huh?
Sneaky little sad man.
So then, in that case, we would see them in both perspectives.
Yes.
Well,
Oh.
Out of character, Glug, you could make friends with an angel, right?
Oh, I wouldn't.
That went,
Oh, sorry,
that went down.
character.
Wasn't that? Didn't that go down well for you guys last time?
Yeah, right?
Go get him.
I mean, good luck. Alright. So
Go
I'm
get
like-
him, Ray.
I'm just picturing you're like pushing Glug in front of you and just like, go get him, sport.
No, I think Sanguine's gonna hands off with this one. That's an angel. He ain't fucking with the divine. All right.
Glug, just does Glug have the amulet back, or did someone like take it from him when I was handing it out?
That is up to you. They're kind of just getting passed around to whoever wants them right now, it seems like.
All right, and only people with the amulet can see, right? Or did I
No.
misunderstand?
No,
We all
we
can
see.
see.
Oh,
We can all
okay.
see him.
Yeah.
Only the people with the amulet can see the fancy tower.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He is there in both realities.
I guess I'll just How does Glug want to approach this? Glug walks up. He looks up. He has his little hand sort of just like, one on top of his forearm, just like very shy, and just goes, hello?
The angel remains
opener.
contemplative for a moment. And then... You all seem a lot stronger than the last time I saw you. And you. He's going to look down at Glug.
Hi.
Now, why would she... Huh.
Is
Interesting.
something wrong?
You just reminded me of someone for a moment.
Oh, is it, I'm gonna describe. Do I know the name of my patron, or do I still not know the name?
You do not know their name.
Alright, I'm gonna be like, oh, do you mean? And then I describe what I saw in my dream. Like the. Is that who you're talking about?
That's the one.
No, yeah, I'm friends with them now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and then after that, I woke up and I felt different. I don't know what's going on.
You think that creature is your friend?
I mean, she said she was my friend. I have no reason to doubt that, right?
If that creature is your friend, and that creature is my friend, then
Does that
would
mean
make
we're
us
friends?
friends, wouldn't it?
We're friends now?
And friends do favors for each other.
Yeah, of course.
I think Sanguine at this point is gonna be stepping up. Hello, you two know each other? Wave, getting between them or trying to.
This is
Yeah,
the
you
same
can-
angel from last time, right? I just want to make sure if I'm remembering correctly.
It is the angel from the island that killed a student in front of you and then got level 10 spelled.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. So he killed a student in front of us.
Snap
and
their
then,
neck.
Oh yeah. This is. Wait, and like, what was your name again?
You don't need to know my name just yet.
Oh, but I mean, we're
you-
friends, right? Friends should know each other's names.
Well, hold on. I don't really know you all that well just yet. I think that
Oh,
if we're
hi.
going to be friends, you're going to
well-
have to prove yourself to me.
Well, my name is Glug. That right? This is Sanguine over there. That's Gil. That's Fervor, and right there's Burr. These are we all travel together, and we do all sorts of fun stuff. Isn't that right, Gil?
I remember the murderer.
Wait, what did Gil say? Sorry.
What?
What?
Oh, Gil's so funny. You'll love Gil. He's very smart, and he makes the best pancake with waffles or pancakes.
Waffles.
He makes the
mean,
best
if you-
waffles.
if
You
you
should
make
totally
good-
try it.
If you make good if you make good pancakes, then you can probably make pretty good waffles.
He makes the best. You should join us for breakfast at some time.
And don't try the waffles.
But no, the waffles are so good.
The not one waffle.
Oh, you're right. I remember now. I was very wrong. Making
I
good
thought you were cracking
pancakes.
a joke.
Making good pancakes does not mean that you can make good waffles. I
I
was
think
incorrect.
Gil with his not one constitution definitely went behind the citadel once we got there and threw up, I think.
Wait.
Lucky if I threw up.
Oh yeah. So to tell you more about me, I grew up studying necromancy, and I no one really
please
liked
make-
me for.
Please make me a wisdom saving throw. DC 22.
Me?
Yeah.
Dang it.
DC 22.
Wait, I have guidance. I have guidance.
Guidance,
doesn't
that.
guidance doesn't go on saving throws.
Oh shit, you're right. That's a saving throw.
Okay.
Wait.
So your eyes glaze over. The only sense that you still have is the music in your ears. As the angel is just going to kind of walk past Sanguine and just whisper into Glug's ear. Kill your friends.
Motherfucker!
What?
And then they are going to blink out of existence, and we will end our session there for the day.
What? What?
Yep, so,
What?
Glug is currently dominate personed.
I swear to fucking God.
Oh no!
He's also at 5 hit points. So
Just a solid, like,
just a good flick in the forehead. That should do it.
Like, I'm just throwing it out there. We don't want to fight our friends, but a solid right hook will make this problem go away real quick.
That's
Oh,
true. Walter didn't heal when we were short rested.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I just took the opportunity to refill my spell slots. I forgot to. Can I retcon to that I healed? I did.
I'm
The
betting
others,
that
the others retconned and healed.
Yeah,
I'd say that it's
yeah.
fair that you do
Okay.
the same.
Heal. What are you talking about?
I also bet that the rest of the ticks on that aura of vitality would have probably went off on Glug too.
Well,
A good
also,
number of them,
short
yeah.
short rest would imply healing anyway, if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
Only if you choose to.
Yeah.
All right, so I healed 11, 18. What's 5 plus 18? That's 20.
23.
No. Well, yeah, 18. Okay.
23, right?
Just make sure you're not
23.
healing all the way, because we still haven't long rest for the
No,
level
yeah.
up health.
Yeah. We don't level up. Wait, we don't heal. We don't heal up, right? At level up.
You do not increase your max HP just yet. You haven't long rested.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna try to find somebody who is streaming quick. Let me go throw a raid out to him.
What is?
Ursa, I
What?
just saw the meme you posted in general chat. My body is a machine that turns
turns
frogs
frog-
in the grass into frogs in my hand. I think this also applies to the angel who just dominated person. Glug.
Guys, I'm so sorry.
Kill your friends.
I was trying to be friends with the angel, and it went so south. I'm so sorry.
No, Walter, don't apologize. I think I'm speaking for everyone when we love to see horrible things happen to Glug.
Oh my
That's-
goodness.
That's
We love
possibly-
the drama. We love it. It's great. Hey, bring us the angst.
That's
I swear to God.
crazy.
God, if it was Fervor that got dominated.
Yeah, we would be fucked, but it's
Ooh.
okay. Four of us can take one warlock.
That's too scary.
Pull punches. And I wouldn't pull punches.
No.
Alright.
So, is Glug aware of what he's doing while under the effects of Dominate Person?
The only
At
thing
the
that is
very
in
least, I don't
Glug's
have my
head,
key.
the only thing that is in Glug's head currently is the sound of the perfect chord, the music that has been in the background for the past, like
entire
half a day
session?
or so.
Yeah.
The music that
I-
has just been in the back of your head.
God, Glug is when. I feel like if you guys tell Glug what he was doing, it would destroy him.
I feel like it should just be a song that just got stuck in Glug's head.
Yeah,
I want that patron thing to just be elevator music. I want elevator music to be playing in Glug's head 24/7. I know you're like, it doesn't have a melody. No, it does. It's just really generic that you can't remember it.
I don't know. I just kind of like the Glug is just like summoning demons and they're slaughtering us, and inside his head it's like HOTTOGO.
1-800 cars for kids.
It's just the me channel music.
1-888-588-2300.
I have a structured
Empire.
permit and I need cash now.
I wonder if that phone number still works.
I'm sure it does.
I
Probably.
feel like go for it. Did you say call it?
No.
I'll call it right now.
Okay.
Tell us if you
Um,
get cash.
So I'm just deposit it straight into my bank account, please. Alright. So I am unfortunately not really seeing any of my mutuals on right now for me to throw a raid out to. So we're just gonna go ahead and call it here, unless any of you guys have like a mutual that's live right now.
Fellow Luminance, Halon Kutta is playing Baldur's Gate 3, which I think is a pretty good segue.
Alright, we'll throw a quick raid out to Hamon Kutta.
They're all,
I kept seeing
they're-
seeing
Sorry,
their
go ahead.
name and I kept meaning to check them out and I kept forgetting.
they are awesome.
They're really
We need to
cool.
see them play Elden
Ring.
Elden Ring. They are absolutely insane.
Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and throw the raid out to them real quick.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for stopping by and watching. And make sure to stop by tomorrow. I'm starting a brand new campaign tomorrow. People are going to
Ooh.
hell.
Hell yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. What was that? What was that, Black Cat?
I said people are going to Helton. It is a new campaign taking place in the 9 layers of hell of the Forgotten Realms.
Let's
Ooh.
go.
Yeah.
Send to Avernus?
No, but they will be starting out in Avernus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be
Someone-
a homebrew thing.
Someone's bag of holding needs to be a handbasket. Just
So-
saying.
So true. Alright, gonna throw out the raid. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, and I just saw that their stream is scheduled